hours now at the moment. It is around like 4:30 in the morning or so, and of course, as you can see, I am in my robe and my little pajamas because it's not very comfortable to try and be writing in regular clothes all the time, and especially at like 4 in the morning, you don't want to be doing that. So just get as comfortable as you possibly can. That's the whole idea. Last time we talked, we were looking at the timeline, how I'd had the timeline all made up, and now I want to talk about where I've gotten from then. Let's see here. There were some things I want to let you know about storylines, and timelines or storylines interchangeably, or outline anyway, however you want to say it, because it is kind of a timeline because you are telling a story over time. Some of the things I have to watch out for with mine is the weather, because where I have my characters at, I mean, they are going to be in other countries and things and traveling upper realms. It doesn't matter the weather up there, but here in the middle realm it does, obviously, which would be like our time, our realm. And it's going to be, what do I say, kind of Indiana weather. So right now the story starts in September, the 1st of September, so I have to really watch the weather, you know, because if it gets winter, obviously you're going to have a hard time going out and doing battle and stuff like that. So this story really is probably going to complete over a 4 or 5 month period of time, I believe is what it's going to end up being. And this book starts 2 weeks after book 9 did in the timeline, so 2 weeks later after book 9. So here it is, around 4:30 in the morning or so. I started typing again tonight around earlier on this evening, 6, 7 o'clock or something, I think. And so far I've finished 3 chapters tonight, at around 50 pages or so I have completed, so that I have been able to get that done. And I've had to stop a few times to look up names and so forth, and again, what they looked like and everything, because you can't remember all those characters, there's just too many of them. One character did take over in the story, and so there was a part added to my storyline that I didn't have there originally, so she just kind of went in, took over, and next thing I know, she was adding a riddle to the story. And riddles are a part of the Guardian series somewhat, and Jaden and Christopher, the main characters, though, do not like riddles, so they were not very happy to be presented with another one. And Raina, who is her daughter, is a special girl, and she is called the Voice, and she is the one that will call forth the keys to Immortal Destiny, which will start Immortal Destiny to take over and try and cleanse the realms of evil. And she doesn't talk via voice like I am now. She talks by telepathy. That's the way she communicates with others. The only time she will speak is whenever she calls forth the keys. And then when she does speak, then that is what sends everything into place. So the voice is really activates everything. She added a riddle, and it had to do with change, because there's a lot of change going on right now, and change has been happening in the story. And so she had told her mom that a storm was coming, and with it brings change. And her mom had asked about the change, what is it? And her daughter said, well, the change is numerous. It has happened, and it's happening and going to happen. So her riddle was, change in regards to the change, one is already, one has always been, and one is yet to come. So then that's for them to try and figure out exactly what she was talking about, because of course she's not going to tell any answers, right? Another thing that's really intricate in the Guardian series is you'll find is what's called journal entries. Each one of the main characters writes journal entries, and that's how they reveal what's happening or what they feel within themselves. That's also how they tell about some of their past, things that have happened in the past, was through those journal entries. And that gives us insight into thoughts, feelings, plans that they might have in their mind, and then also they can reflect upon their past way, way, way long time ago, or just recent events that way. So a lot of people do like that factor that's in there as well, so it does have what's called journal entries. Again, I've had to go back and refer to a lot of the other previous books in order to make sure that I was saying everything right in places and stuff, so I had to go through a lot of them. Referring to the little family timeline to make sure, I was saying everybody's kids are the right kids and who they belong to. That's It's a very complicated story. But it makes it interesting, I guess. While I've been writing, I've been listening to music, because I listen to a lot of different music, so that's not the mood for the room. I usually have my Sprite drinks and my chips or something close at hand. And again, I have all the books, I have papers, I have timelines, my timeline here, I have all kinds of papers that I've had for things that tell me, like, all the names, all the levels of the realms and stuff. That's all in here. So that's all right here close at hand. The stuff I did research on for some of the places they're going, that's all right here close to where I can get a hold of it and read through it. So, of course, I have more paper here in case I want to jot down things that I might want to add or whatever it may be. So, I think I'm going to try and write a little bit longer. I don't know how much further I'll get, but we'll see. And another thing, too, I want to tell you is that whenever you're writing, you don't have to follow in line with your timeline or your outline. If you have this feeling that you want to write a certain part in there that's just aching, you're just aching to do it, do it. Go ahead and type it out further down in your document or something and get it out there. While that feeling and those thoughts and all that, those ideas are there, go ahead and type it out. And then once you get over that, then you can go back to where you were, and that might be 5 chapters back somewhere, but that's okay. There's no rule saying you have to follow exactly down that timeline. You can jump around where you want. Of course, you want to make sure it does fit and flow and lock in there right, but you can go ahead and write whatever area you want. Go ahead and do that. When I did a radio interview here recently, I mentioned that to people, to the listeners, is, you know, if you feel something right now, write it right now while the feelings are there. And you need to feel what your characters are feeling. You need to be there with them. You need to kind of see through their eyes. So if you're not feeling it, if it's a sad scene and you're not feeling sad, you're just not right with it yet. If they're angry and mad and you're not, then you don't have it yet. You need to work on that some more. And you need to cry with them, laugh with them, all those things. You have to feel that so that feeling then gets across to the readers. And that isn't just something that I am telling you, that's something that even other writers tell me that goes on with them. So, anyway, trying to think what else to tell you. I think that's about it for now. Of course, I will add another clip as we go along for whenever I get to do some more writing. So it'll probably be again tomorrow night. I'll get a chance to do some more writing tomorrow night, and then of course over the weekend. So I'm hoping to get a lot done if something doesn't come up. Sometimes life does happen, and but I think that's about it for now. I'll do a little bit more writing, see where I can get on this, and if anything comes up, I'll jot it down and try and share with you on the next clip. Okay? So you guys all have a good night. Going to sleep. I'm going to still stay up a little bit longer and write a little bit more until everybody else is ready to go to bed, I guess. Okay? So I'll catch you on the next clip. Bye.